Hi guys, welcome to Players to the Core. My name is Stephen Dawes, and I was just about to make the video that I was talking about in the previous video when I was going to talk about the comparison between last season and this season and my thoughts on that. But I then saw the interview that Patrick Vieira did, where he addressed some of the concerns that Palace fans have had about our recent results and the way that things are going at the club and things like that. So I thought that I would do a video on that, and then of course I will make the other video and release that as well. So obviously we had the defeat to Southampton. We've also had other defeats against Fulham and Tottenham, and there are, understandably perhaps, there are Palace fans who are now starting to question whether Patrick Vieira is the right person for the job. Now, of course, there are a lot of people still supporting him, and that's absolutely fine. I think, whatever your view is of Patrick Vieira and his current managerial situation, obviously every fan just wants to win games and wants to play well. And I think one of the problems that a lot of people were saying towards the end of the Roy Hodgson era was that we weren't playing well. Yeah, we were getting results here and there, but we weren't playing very good football. And I think that that was something that happened last season. But this season, we seem to have regressed a little bit. But I'll address that in my next video. Anyway, so he has responded to some of this criticism from fans to say that things aren't going very well. And he has said, I know that the result at the end is important, but there are some important elements in what we are proposing to believe that we can turn things around. Because of the support we have at home, of course, but the quality that we show at times. If we can be consistent in the games and go to a different level in our mindset, I think we can turn those performances into wins. He goes on to say, everybody is really disappointed because we wanted to go to the next round. I thought we'd started well with the first goal, but then we became a bit sloppy and we had some situations in the counter-attack which we didn't deal with well enough. We are disappointed with the second half and the 2 goals we conceded. The performance was up and down, and we have to keep learning. It's the hard way we are learning at the moment, and when you create those opportunities, you have to take them. Our mindset has to change and has to be better because we weren't consistent enough for us to go through to the next round. It is important for us to keep working hard and be demanding of the players in training every single day. It is important to keep the discipline and that we want to create, and it's important to create competition for players to challenge them, and that is why I hope we will bring in some quality players we are looking for to make us stronger. So I think he obviously understands that the results aren't very good. He understands that things have been perhaps not going our way of late. He has talked about the way that we've played, and I agree at times we have played well. There were spells in the game against Southampton when we played really well. There were spells in the Tottenham game, that first half in the Tottenham game I thought we were playing very well. But at the end of the day, we also need an end product. We need to get the ball in the back of the net. And that is, I think, where we're struggling at the moment, is actually turning some of those opportunities into goals. Now, we do have proven goal scorers, perhaps not prolific, but we do have goal scorers in Edouard and Mateta and Zaha and things like that. But we're not converting enough of our chances into goals, and that's one of the situations that I think we've had a problem with, certainly this season. However, this is what Patrick Vieira has said, and he said in a previous interview, I'm not sure if this is the same interview or a different one, where he said that it's going to take time, it's going to take, it's not going to take weeks or months, it's going to take longer than that for us to turn things around. So is that going to be good enough? Are we going to be able to survive during this time that we have to learn and have to change our mindset and change the way that we play? Are we going to have enough time? Are we going to be able to collect enough points during that journey to stay in the Premier League? And I think that is the thing that some Palace fans are having a problem with, that they're not worried about the fact that there is a process to this. They're just concerned about the fact that perhaps our performances aren't getting us to a point where we're going to be getting points, and of course points keeps us in the Premier League. So I think that's where some of the criticism is coming from, and of course that's completely understandable. However, that is what Patrick Vieira has said. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, whether you agree with him that it's going to take time and that the mindset has to change, or whether you think that actually he's had long enough and that maybe things need to change in order for us to start picking up points and winning games again. Let me know your thoughts as always down below, and that other video will be coming along soon.